Now we're going to do a path tracer activity, Wlan configuration. So you can see the address table, devices, interpret each device, the IP addresses. So here it is, Wlan information. So this is not a good practice to use password that is done, this activity, password has been reused. So we can see here, this is not strong password, so it is not recommendable to use. The objective of this activity, you will configure both awareness from router and the WLC based network. You will implement both WPA2-PSK and WPA2 enterprise security. Configure a home router to provide Wi-Fi connectivity to a variety of devices. Configure WPA2-PSK security on home router. Configure interface on AWLC. Configure WLAN on AWLC. Configure WPA2 security on WLAN and connect host WLAN. Then configure WPA2 enterprise on the WLAN and connect host to the WLAN. Verify connectivity. Background here, you will apply your WLAN skills and knowledge by configuring a home wireless router. In Enterprise WLC, you will implement both WPA2-PSK and WPA2-Enterprise security. Finally, you will connect hosts to each WLAN and verify connectivity. So let's get instruction. Part 1. Configure a home wireless router. You are installing a new home wireless router at a friend's house. You will need to change settings in the router to enhance security and meet your friend's requirements. Step 1. Change the HCP settings. Open the home wireless router GUI and change the IP router. To do that, let's here. Let's see. So it should be static. Then let's see if it is hit OK. So permit a maximum of 20 addresses to use by issued by the router. So 20. So it should be 20. Next, configure the HCP server. Start reading IP address to 3. So configure the internet interface of IP receive. So let's see. You can see here that the IP address of our home router must be 6.1. So we can see here that it's 0, we can see then slash 20, we can see that it is slash 27. So this 255.255.255.0 is an example of slash 24 or 24 bits. So it's 24, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So it should be this. And what is the next step? Configure the internet. Configure the static DNS, the server. So let's see, here is the static DNS. This 10, that 10, that 10, that 15. And that 152. So it's all good now. So set the settings. You can see here it's already 13% up. Now let's proceed to step 2. Configure the wireless LAN. Network will use 2.4 GHz wireless LAN. Configure the interface with the SSID shown in the wireless LAN information table. Use status 6. Be sure that all wireless homes in the home will be able to see this ID. So tap the wireless and change this to home SSID. Enable it. Use channel 6. And now that's all it's good. Now let's go to the next step. Step 3. Configure security. Configure wireless LAN security. Use the WPA2 personal and the passpration in the wireless LAN permission table. So here, let's go to wireless security, then change WPA2 personal, and you can see here the password should be Cisco 123. Then secure the router by changing default password to the value from the wireless information table. And here it is. So let's save this. Now we can see here login is already at 21%. Next, we are going to change default password of our router in administration. So here you can see it is admin. So change it to Cisco. Okay. And Cisco 123. Now save settings. You can see here that the completion jumped to 23%. Now let's go to the next step. Connect client to the network. Open the PC wireless app on the desktop, the laptop, and configure the client connect to the network. So go to the laptop, then desktop, PC wireless. Connect, then refresh it to show. See home SSID, and let's connect. So type here the Cisco 123 that we configured earlier, then connect. And it's already good. So the next one, open the config tab on the tablet PC and smartphone and configure the wireless pieces to connect to the network. Now let's go to the tablet PC, config, interface, here the wireless, then type SSID, home, SSID. So here the authentication of our home SSID is WPA2. Let's go. So type here the passphrase of our home SSID. This is 122. Then you can see here that the tablet PC is now connected to our wireless router. So let's do the same to our smartphone. Config wireless home SSID the passphrase. Now we can see that smartphone is already connected to verify connectivity. The host should be able to ping each other and web server. They should be also able to reach the web server URL. So let's start first the laptop, desktop, web browser. Then let's go to the network.pt. So here it is connected. So let's connect the smartphone. Then it is connected to the tablet PC. Okay. So here it is. Now it is verified. Let's proceed to the next step. Now let's proceed to the next step, which is the part 2. In part 2, configure the wireless LAN controller with two WLANs. One WLAN will use WPA2 interface key authentication, the other WLAN will use WPA Enterprise authentication. We will also configure the WLC. This is MNP server and configure a DHCP scope will be used by the wireless management network. So let's go to the step 1. Then go to this enterprise admin, desktop, web browser, and type here the HTTPs, then the IP address of our wireless controller, then login. And in here we're going to configure the next step. Now let's proceed. So configure the interface controller, interfaces. Let's make a new Wlan, then identify to physical port number 1, IP address of 192.8.2.254. And the gate here the gate, and the gate, the primary DHCP server will be the gateway 2. Then click apply. You can see your completion jump to 46%. So let's get up. You can see here the interface name of our configure interface. And now let's do the next, the Wlan. So let's make the new, then interface ID is 5, the identifier 5, port number 1, then the IP address 3. Let's copy this for our primary DHCP server. Then let's see. Oh, you can see the completion jump up to 55%. Now let's proceed to the next step. Configure the DHCP scope or wireless management network. Configure and enable internal DHCP scope. So let's go to internal DHCP server, DHCP scope. And here you can see their scope name, so we have to make a new one. For that, scope name should be management. Then click apply. And here click the management, so that we can edit it. So we will do that. And do the default router. And in this step, they didn't say that we need to configure to the NDNS server, so let's apply this. Now the completion jumps to the 65%. Let's proceed to the next step. Configure the WLC, the external server address. Configure the radius, server as follow. So let's go to the security. Here, radius, authentication. So let's make a new server index 1. Then the server address would be 10.6.0.25. Let's get this radius W A is W. So now let's apply it. Let's configure the WLC to send logs information to an SNMP server. So to do that, go to the management, SNMP, then drop receivers, the login page, copy, Wlan, 10.6.0.254. Now apply it. Get your completion drop off to 71%. Now proceed to the next step. Create the Wlans. Create the first Wlan. So to do that, let's go to the Wlan. You can see here there's no Wlan yet created, so go create new. Here we gonna type the first profile name of our Wlan. Wireless Wlan2, then SAD-2, then the identifier will be 2. So light, then enable it, then interface. You can see here the interface should be Wlan2. Then to security, go to security, WPA plus WPA2, and check the WPA2 policy for the WPA2 encryption. Then PSK for us to set a passphrase, which is Cisco 123. Now under the advanced tab, go to the text section here. Enable this too, and let's see here all the requirements for this step. Now we're going to apply it. So now let's proceed to the next step, which is create the second Wlan. Now for it, let's create a new Wlan. Go. Profile name wireless Wlan 5. Then the next is to be SID-5, and the ID will be 5. Then let's apply it. Then enable management the Wlan 5. Let's go to the security and the WPA policy for the WPA encryption. Then enable this. After that, go to a server for this, for the authentication of our radios. Then after that, go to the advanced and do the same thing we did at our Wlan2. And now apply. So we can see here the completion is now at 58%. Now let's go to the next step. Step 5. Configure the host to connect with the Wlans. Use the desktop PC wireless app to configure the host as follows. So wireless host first should connect to wireless Wlan2. Go desktop PC wireless app, connect, and refresh so that we can see the Wlan. So let's connect to our Wlan2. Connect. And the pressure is Cisco 123. Now connect. And in here you can see the completion jumped up to 92%. Then go to the wireless host 2 to connect wireless Wlan using the credentials and the Wlan permission table. So for this most this stuff is wireless. So let's see. Profiles. Here we have to make a new one. So no. Okay. Human 5. Then pan setup. Then next. Security here is here WPA2 Enterprise. Next one. Login name user. W1 5. Then password will be user W5 pass is save, and let's finish this work. And now we can see the completion is now at 100%. So let's conclude this video.